live. Hello, welcome to the Death Battle Cast.
I don't like not hearing the intro. It makes me feel weird.
I didn't even realize it was playing.
Ben, you've had some great openings to the show, but we're live might be my favorite one.
Hey, I'm just here to please. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Death Battle Cast. We are the cast and crew of Death Battle and more. And we have a special guest here.
We do.
For today's show, for a special death battle, I guess. All about Kingdom Hearts. Verbal death battle.
Yes.
No, an actual death battle. Swords clanging and everything. Or sorry.
We're not allowed to clang the keyblades.
Clanging and everything.
And we're not allowed to clang them.
I mean,
just the tips.
There we go. All right. Well, let's go around and introduce each other. I'm Ben. I'm the voice of Wiz in Death Battle.
Hey, I'm Chad. I play Boomstick.
I'm Tori. I'm an animator here.
And I'm Max. That's it.
Let's let everyone know. Let everyone know a little bit about what you do, Max. Because
I'm in art directing, but I also make RT Lives.
Yep.
Okay, that's
Over on Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, perfect. At Rooster Teeth. Yes.
You had a cool popsicle sweater. Where'd you get that from?
It's actually a Rooster Teeth sweater, but from the exclusive Jeff Pop collection.
Store.roosterteeth.com.
His face.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. What? I was gonna order. I got one of those.
Yeah,
Of course.
perfect.
Yeah, I got 5.
Sure. You know, I got all the Rooster Teeth
All of it.
merchandise at roosterteeth.com/store.
Well, all right. Well, thank you to Quip for sponsoring this week's episode of Death Battle Cast. We'll have more to share about Quip later on in the show. And yes, we will be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 in a bit because we have some very conflicting opinions from what I understand.
I'm just looking dead at you.
Yeah,
waiting for my
you
cue.
are. You look you look ready to go.
So the reason we brought Max on, one, I wanted to have him on, an excuse to get him out here. And so Torian recently finished Kingdom Hearts 3 and was tweeting quite harshly about it. And Max,
I wasn't harsh. Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yes, I
I didn't even have to try on that
I
one.
was.
And so, and then, I know Max has been playing it, and Max has very strong opinions. Max is the guy who went and learned all about the entire lore of everything and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, this will be a great time. So, yeah, there's going to be a war here in just a little...
Keyblade War?
A Keyblade War.
Shit, don't even bring that shit
I don't
up.
know
That's
why.
the thing that happens.
It means nothing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Everything is named Keyblade something. As
it.
far as I've only played the first game, and even I know that everything is Keyblade something. Keyblade
Even
War,
things that are not
Keyblade Graveyard,
spelled Keyblade
Keyblade Car,
are
Keyblade
called
Papers,
Keyblade.
like whatever you want.
They're running up hills and stuff. Something was accomplished.
Running up hills.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that.
All right,
Oh,
before
we
we
will.
get to the Keyblade War / whatever is about to happen, we do really quick want to cover the upcoming Death Battle. If you haven't seen it, we just recently released Aquaman versus Namor, our first Death Battle of the year, which turned out awesome.
Yeah.
Very excited for this season, and we announced that the next episode of the year is a Mega Man Battle Royale. The first
Ooh.
Battle Royale we've done in a long
Nice.
time. Max,
So many of them, Tori.
how familiar are you with Mega Man?
I played it on the Game Boy when it was Rockman.
You
Oh,
played
shit.
the Game Boy, the one with, what's Inker? Inker was one of the,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
robot master that wasn't something man.
I'm 100% terrible at Mega Man. I will always every 4 or 5 months be like, okay, it's time to play again. Nope.
Yeah, Mega Man's a brutal game.
Yeah.
Yes. So if I told you, who do you think would win between Mega Man Classic, Mega Man X, Mega Man.exe, Mega Man Volnut, and Mega Man Star Force, would you even know what the fuck I'm talking about?
I knew the first two, but then I'm just gonna say classic. No, it's not classic. All the newer
What's
ones are gonna have better
Mega Man.exe?
things.
You gotta go with Classic.
It's whatever the last one you said was.
Star Force Mega Man? That's your
Presumably the
prediction?
newest.
What's
I don't
the
know.
EXE one?
That's from Battle
Battle
Network.
Network.
Oh, that's the one I played a little bit.
Battle Network, the turn-based one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like on a Game Boy
Because
Advance
I was on
and
that
stuff.
RPG.
His
kick.
name is Volnut.
The Volnut is the Legends one.
That's right.
There's also a reason why I played that on the Game Boy Advance. We'll get into that later.
I know where he's going with it. I already know.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
all-
I don't.
Just so ready. But yeah, so they're all throwing down in a battle royale. It's gonna
Yes.
be crazy. Man, I haven't seen the animation yet. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, Luis just kind of wrapped that up with the animation team earlier this week.
Nice.
And yeah, it's looking super dope. I was kind of worried about it when we first planned to do this because we haven't done a battle royale in a long time, and it's difficult having a bunch of characters on screen at once for a battle, right?
Yeah.
It always adds a new complexity, a new layer of complexity to a fight.
Unless it's Thor versus 100 Pikachus, because that's
well,
still
yeah,
my favorite.
which is
DB.
sick.
We did that.
What do you think? Watch that. Go watch that.
Oh my god.
Thor versus 100 Pikachus.
Yes.
Whose idea was that?
I
We
don't
all
even
joked
remember.
around about it. I don't know.
That was great.
We were talking about creating because we also did Wolverine versus 100 not Blancas.
Baracas. And they're not actually called Baracas. That's the name of
Yeah.
the character. But we're like, it'll be more fun if we do.
It's a funnier
first 100
title.
Yep.
Yeah.
Baraka.
But what in that kind of fight, it's just like a horde of things that are they're like paper. They just cut through them,
Yeah.
as fast as possible. Whereas in this kind of fight, we need to show off all the different characters.
And how, and in typical Death Battle fashion, we have to show like what person's ability specifically like trumps this other person's ability. And doing that with 5 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rundown sounds crazy.
Yeah, we
were in
have to go through 5 different characters with 5 different sets of feats. So there's a lot of numbers in this episode. A lot of numbers. Lots of megatons, lots of gigatons, and
Megatons?
trilitons, and Mega Man tons. Yep.
Oh, Mega Man tons.
Nope.
I don't
Nope.
know
Nope.
I've been to
about
that site.
Got it bookmarked across all my devices.
That's my homepage.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, and to add to that, this battle isn't just like I think the last time we did a battle royale was the Pokemon one. So it's like there's a big dragon and there's a plant monster thing and a big turtle. This time we just got 5 blue boys. So
Been to that site too.
It's a weird.
yeah, that's a little weird though.
I'm learning a lot about the internet today.
Don't look up 5blueboys.com. I can't guarantee what you're gonna find.
Nothing good will happen there.
No. But yeah, like one of the concerns I had was, oh no, at some point an animator's gonna put the wrong Mega Man in the wrong scene because they all look the same.
It happened a handful of times, but then
Just like once or twice. Surprisingly, not nearly as much as I was worried about. But it was very easy to catch. So they did a really good job. Just like keeping track of everything that was going on in the fight, and the researchers got really involved with making sure that all the different Mega Man power-ups and stuff were well represented, which is another thing. Like all these Mega Men have like hundreds of weapons. This might be one of the most complicated episodes we've ever made, and we decided to just do it for episode 2 of the year. Why not? Yeah, so that airs in 2 weeks.
hey, maybe we do an easy one so we can get ahead. Shut up. 5 of them.
What if there's 5 and they all look the same and they have
That's
53
like
billion
that's
powers?
that's like always the case. That happened with Dante versus Bayonetta. Like
You happened to Dante versus
Yeah, that one we were like, let's make a cool season opener.
yeah.
You're like, let's add 2 more characters for no reason.
What? And then Torian, how's that animation coming? Like, how's it looking for length? He was just like, oh, like 6.5 minutes. What?
yeah,
Perfect.
I think we have yet to make a longer video.
All right, I don't think we have.
Yeah.
Since then, I don't
Dark
think
Side
so.
got close.
Yeah, I think well, it might be. I don't actually
No,
know.
I think we some time ago we looked into it.
I'm sure the Death
little
Battle
short.
Wiki knows because they seem
Which
to
one's
know
longer?
everything.
I got my own page on the Death Battle Wiki.
I know which one hurt production
Great.
more.
I would
hope so.
So just to wrap this up, the characters that we picked, as I said, Classic, X, EXE, Volna, and Star Force. There are other Mega Man characters out there. There's like a crazy amount of Mega Man characters. We specifically picked.
He's not ready. He's not ready. He's not ready.
These 5, not yet, almost.
He's not
We
ready.
specifically picked these 5, because as far as we can tell, they're the most popular versions of the character.
Let's be honest.
We really wanted to have the Mega Men that people wanted to see. So Legends was obviously a big one because that's been a really popular character despite only having a couple games. Obviously, Classic and X and EXE are like the top
3.
the top 3 most popular characters. And we were kind of debating about bringing a 5th one in, and then I saw the Final Smash
In Ultimate.
in Ultimate, the Mega Man Final
Oh
Smash.
yeah, so cool.
And that one has Classic, X, EXE, Volnut, and Star Force.
Nice.
Just show up and help and fire a giant laser. And I was like, yeah, we'll just take these 5.
Oh, that's how you decided that?
Yes, pretty much.
That's actually pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like that. Great.
Well, the reason being is I had already thought about doing this matchup for a while. We've talked about it before, and it was really came down to which ones are we doing. And I'd already looked into some of the other Mega Man to see which one's more popular, which ones would people want to
Yeah.
see. And so when the Final Smash showed up and had these 5, I thought, oh, this the majority of this cast is already the characters that I was planning to have in this episode anyway. I'm sure Nintendo
That's also
has
like
some idea of the characters that other people want to see.
Yeah,
Well, so I'll just go with what they.
That's like
think.
an official, like, this is like the main lineup of
Yeah.
the series, like from both those companies, Capcom and Nintendo. So
So it just kind of connected. So
Every now and then we have those helpful little things like, thank you, Dissidia.
exactly.
Like, imagine trying to do a death
Yes.
battle with a Final Fantasy character, Max. Like, and being completely objective. Like,
Nope.
well, right, that's what's insane. And so we were like, how the fuck are we going to do this? And then thank God Dissidia came out, and Dissidia chooses all their materia and items already. And so it was like, oh, thank God. We can just be like, we're going to do this because the game says this is what they bring
Based
into
on-
battle.
yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so like, that was tremendously helpful.
Yep.
But it's still a nightmare every time.
Saving
Final Fantasy
hours.
plays. Yeah.
All right. Well, Mega Man Battle Royale comes out on the. Oh shit. What date does that come out on? 25th.
It's your
for
show!
First members, and the 27th on YouTube.
You get a
So,
sneak peek of the animation next week on
Yeah, I
Cast.
think we'll be able to show off some of that next week. So very excited to share that with you guys. Can't wait for that.
Yep, it'll give them something to cut their teeth on. Right,
That
Ben?
was great. Thank you for that
problem.
amazing transition into Quip, the toothbrush from the future.
I had no idea. Is Mega Man sharp? Are they gonna eat this video? Like, are they eating Captain Crunch? They're gonna cut the roof of their mouth? Where's he going with this?
Do the new Mega Man have teeth?
Like, do they eat oil? Is it like the cars where they have teeth for no reason?
I can't tell you if a Mega Man does have teeth, he would probably use Quip because Quip literally looks like the toothbrush
There
that
you
would
go.
be on a spaceship,
Yep.
or that Dr. Light would probably use.
Hanging on that mirror.
It's so neat looking. It's this sleek tube-like toothbrush that you can literally stick to your mirror and spray stuff all over the place. No, don't do that with Quip. And it's an electric toothbrush, so it's really handy, and it's specifically designed with a what do they call it? Sensitive sonic vibrations, so that it doesn't damage your gums. Because it turns out a lot of people brush their teeth too hard.
Or
And without
incorrectly.
even realizing it, or incorrectly. It's very easy to kind of mess up your gums. And if you don't go to the dentist every month or whatnot, you might not catch that. So the Quip toothbrush helps that not happen, keeps your gums healthy, and it lets you know when you're not brushing long enough. It gives you a little pulse every 30 seconds to tell you, hey, now's a good time to switch to the next quarter of your mouth. So you have a full 2-minute brushing. It's got a multi-use cover that can be easily attached to your mirror, as we mentioned. And what's great is that you can attach it to the mirror, take it off the mirror, put it in your bag, go to a hotel or your friend's house or whatever, slap it to their mirror, then you can brush your teeth in the morning there, and then take the brush back and keep going. It's really handy. So Quip is backed by over 20,000 dental professionals and starts at just $25. If you go to getquip.com/cast right now, you'll get a first refill pack for free with a Quip electric toothbrush. Again, get your first refill pack for free at getquip.com/cast. Get Quip.
And remember, oh, it's so perfect because Mega Man get equipped.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
Hey,
so good.
you just see him light up with the
Equip.
joy of this is great. Like,
Well,
had a
now I'm just
moment.
like, I thought I had to cut. I thought I had a good one with the cut the teeth, but the get equipped would have been way better. And I've used that one before too, but now it applies even better.
Don't
'cause
worry, we
Mega
can just
Man-
edit it in. Like,
yeah,
Okay, great.
We'll fix it in post.
And
All right,
also, remember,
guys.
according to Sam, it's mad dope.
It's true.
We have to get one in if we're doing a quip read. Like,
Cali Chad, everyone.
All right.
Kelly Chad.
It's time to find out what's going on.
I was quoting Sam.
Oh, him. You just sound like Cali Chad.
What's up, guys?
This is
Hey,
just
it's your
new
time.
persona.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
I'm going to turn my hat backwards like Ash Ketchum in a Pokemon battle. All right.
Okay,
So people.
Oh, you're just gonna go. All right.
So people are like, Tori, you're just shitting on Kingdom Hearts, right? Tori, you're just shitting on Kingdom Hearts, right? Gerardo, can you please bring up picture number 1?
wow.
Do not,
Okay,
do
hold
not
on.
judge my
Hang
fashion
on,
sense.
hang on. Wait.
You brought pictures?
Yep.
So,
Torian, this is
for
the-
one, what? You actually prepared for a Death Battle
Yeah.
cast? Two, can we separate this out between spoilers and not spoilers?
No.
Yes.
No?
No. We're gonna start.
No.
Are we getting into
starting
spoilers?
non-spoilers?
Non-spoilers.
Okay.
Yes, we're starting non-spoilers.
When we're gonna get to spoilers, we will let you guys know. So that way, if you're trying to avoid, I know some people are trying to avoid all things Kingdom Hearts. So when we're gonna get to spoilers, they'll give you a notification, and then you guys can choose to continue on if you like.
Picture one.
This is the most you've ever prepped.
Don't
for a
judge
cast.
my
Wait, what?
fashion sense. Don't judge my fashion sense. This was 10
What?
years ago.
Why are we? What?
Picture two.
Oh, you're
All
wearing,
right.
You're wearing a Kingdom.
Look at that. Look at my shirt.
Max, you were not prepared to combat this.
Look at
were
my
you?
shirt.
I mean, like, I came up with like an argument.
That's
that
great,
I
but
wrote a
I'm wearing the
lot of.
memorabilia. Look at that. Look at King Mickey. Go to picture 5.
Oh, we're skipping all the way to
skipping
5.
all the way to
all right.
5.
There's
We
now
skip-
5.
Look at that. Look at my search history. It's Kingdom Hearts. It's zoomed in though.
I'm pulling that. I don't know. It just says hearts, buddy.
It just says heart.
and hearts.
What's happening here, broadcast? Get it together. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Anyway.
got a picture of you wearing the thing, and then a zoomed-in photo. of
I
you
own the 2 organization hoodies. Thank you, Gerardo and Brian. I love you guys. Thank you. I own 2 organization hoodies. One was too big, and then one was too small, so I had to run around wearing a big one because I love Kingdom Hearts that much. Okay? So when people are coming to me like, Tori, you're just shitting on Kingdom Hearts. No, that's not true. I am shitting on Kingdom Hearts. But because I love it so much and I'm so disappointed about how shitty of a game it is.
Wait, here's the deal. When you start.
Oh, look at that one. The same shirt. Oh, look, I'm standing next to Sora.
Wait,
Look at that.
That's the second thing he noticed.
you could not have possibly prepared for this argument, Max.
I don't have any pictures
I'm
of
standing
me.
next to Sora with the same damn shirt on.
Hey,
Okay.
Tori,
All right, I'm done with the pictures.
do us a favor. If you're gonna scream,
I know I'm gonna
go
scream.
back away from the microphone because I'm sure you're peeking the ever living fuck out of it.
Okay, they need to hear. They need to hear my feelings. Okay, go ahead,
so
Max.
My counterpoint
Why
would
am I
be,
wrong?
what in the hell did you expect? This game is basically a PlayStation 2 game that has been upgraded with every possible bell and whistle. It is like got everything pretty much exactly the same with more, and also the story and like the storytelling. Like, you've been stepping on this rake for like 13 years now. You've been playing each one of these games, stepping on that rake, getting hit in the nuts. And then what do you think was going to happen when you play the new one? Leave it to the rest of us who like getting hit in the nuts.
Here's the thing.
By the way, I am
Here's
looking at the
Max.
chat right now, so if anybody wants to jump in with something, I'll
Here's
I'll
the thing,
I'll bring it
Max.
up.
Right? If your significant other or your friend or your roommate, whoever the fuck is cleaning up your yard, and leaves a rake out in the field, right? And you step on the rake and you get hit in the nuts. Hopefully, Ben is like, oh shit, I should just pick up that rake so Max won't get hit in the nuts again.
This
right?
is a rake factory that is specifically dropping rakes on the ground for those who
Okay.
enjoy getting hit in the nuts to
that's-
do it
that's-
again.
Hang on, back up a little bit. we need some context here.
The rake is symbolic of the story. He's talking about how,
Yes.
like, if you expected the story to be great, like, and easy to follow, what are you thinking? Like, you've
Yes.
been hit by this rake a million times.
It's a combination
we
of
need some
motivational
context
posters.
here, Torian.
that doesn't
Torian,
justify this.
Torian.
Yes.
What are you mad about? Because we haven't
Okay.
actually established that.
No,
yet.
it's okay. I'm mad about and look, it's very
a hoodie
easy.
that was too small.
that too.
That was strike one.
I am mad, right? That it's not necessarily a story, right? Because we all, like you said, we've all stepped on this rake plenty of times.
Yeah.
Right? I've stepped on this rake on the Game Boy Advance, which a lot of these people probably never even touched. That chain of memories on
you
the
had
Game Boy
to do it,
Advance.
otherwise you couldn't make sense of 2.
Anyway, exactly.
And they added 15 more games in between 2 and 3 that you
so
only had to play
what
to
I'm mad
understand
about
it.
is it's not the story, right? We all know Kingdom Hearts story is like a shit show.
Didn't you
like,
tweet about how you're mad about the story, though?
Yes,
You did. You did.
I'm mad about the yes, and I'm gonna get to that, and I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of this game for you later.
Not yet, though.
The storytelling is garbage. Like even with like a shit story, if you tell it it's whatever, right? Because then you get to a point to where like I understood what he said, but that's fucking dumb, right? You don't even get to that point with this storytelling because they tell the story like robots out of a fucking rake factory or whatever. Here's dialogue. Here's dialogue in Kingdom Hearts.
Robots out of a brick factory.
Rake factory. Rake factory.
yeah.
To switch it all
heard
back
rake
to that
factory.
rake thing you did
yeah.
and you're in the nuts. That's how we bring it,
Okay.
come around.
Full
That's what
circle.
comedians do it.
Cool.
All right. So, dialogue in this fucking game is this. Verbatim. Ben, how are you doing? You pause for 5 seconds. And you say, eh. And then I respond 2 seconds later with, aha. And then Chad comes in like, and then Donald says, oh, this is a good place to find some ingredients. What the fuck, Donald? We ain't cooking nothing. What the fuck is, that is 25 hours.
Literally every. Again, why would you expect it? Like every
It was
single
not
one
like
of those
that. It
games.
was not like that in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Let him talk.
Every single one of those games is always like you added 15 billion motivational posters together and formed it into a script. It's literally you're going into a place and it's like, I've got to unlock my heart so that way I can stave off the darkness. And if we believe in ourselves and friendship, we can overcome the darkness and become better friends. It's like it is literally always been that.
I totally get that, but at this point, it's so bad. Even the fucking characters know how bad it is. At one point, Buzz Lightyear is like, they say some dumb shit like, this world is a copy of the real world. With nothing before that. This is just what it is. This is just what it is, right? This world is a copy of the real world. And then Buzz Lightyear, 2 seconds later, that sounds ridiculous. But of course, you're just from a video game. And I'm like, what? What the fuck is this? Or whatever. Like Buzz Lightyear is he is so above this bullshit. Like, he is like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like copy. What does that mean? Where's Andy? Like,
Is it a spoiler to say what happens at the end of that world?
No.
Because it's like the first
No,
world
because
up.
nothing happens.
Okay, I guess we're getting into spoilers.
I guess
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna have
at
to.
the end of that
All
at
right.
the end of that world, they literally it's like that point where they're like where it's like, well, should we go back to our original world, our real world, our Toy Story world where Andy and all of our fucking friends are? And it's like, no, we're just gonna stay here because we want to be friends with you, Sora, and we're not going to leave until because we would forget you or something. And then Sora's like, yeah, stay here and we'll be friends. And then bye. Just
Yeah, and they
immediately
just leave. And then that contradicts the whole fucking problem they were
But
having.
it's kind of existential and fun to think about.
No, it's not. It's dumb. And it makes Toy Story dumb.
Well, I was just
Like,
saying, that goes against everything about Toy Story because they're always so dedicated to Andy. They moved on once Andy moved on, but like
Now they're stuck in a pocket dimension fighting darkness.
Let's get into like the setting, right, of the fucking Toy Story world, right? They see the Heartless and they're like, oh, we're gonna beat up these Heartless. Sora shows up and was like, I can fight the Heartless. And they're like, great, we need to find our friends. Let's go to the mall in the middle of the fucking day. Guess who's at the mall in the middle of the fucking day? Nobody.
Because it's a pocket dimension where there's no people.
What?
you have to clarify.
How do you know that?
Because they said it.
They say Andy and the other fucking toys were gone. They didn't say everybody in the world was gone.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You got to
It's
infer it.
inferred.
There it is.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's probably about a 45-minute long YouTube video about Toy Story Land.
Let's move on to Let's move on to arguably, and people were like really giving me shit about this one. Let's move on to arguably the worst world. Max, what do you think the worst world in this whole fucking game is? It's between two.
None of them. They're all great.
You are a nice guy, but you're lying. You're lying
They're
to
all good.
yourself. It is the frozen world. The frozen world is butt cheeks. The frozen world is probably the worst level in any video game. It is literally
In
somebody
any video game.
It is literally somebody fast forwarding through that movie, like scene for scene, and Sora just shows up every now and then, like, oh, you remember me? You're playing a video game.
That is every single Disney World across all of the Kingdom Hearts games because
No, it's not.
No,
it's not.
They are not allowed to change the canon of Disney movies.
What do you
and
mean?
This is my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
That the only way that these games exist and the reason why the anime portions are so fucking complicated and the Disney portions are always the exact same is because King Mickey is actually the villain. He's in charge of all of these worlds. He wants them to run exactly how they should be, and they can never change them.
You know what?
It's always the same story happening on a loop.
You know why that's true?
It's kind of terrifying.
Not true. You know that's not true? Because if King Mickey was the villain, that would actually be fucking cool. This game isn't fucking cool. All right? In Kingdom Hearts 2, which was one of 3 games I had to play for a whole 365 days because I was a poor kid in high school. All right? So I played the fuck out of this game. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you go through the whole movie and you have to go to the world twice. That's how much you do it. You go to the frozen world, the only thing you do, Max, is get knocked off the fucking mountain 3 times. 3 times. This is all you do in this world, and fucking find Olaf with Donald in the background saying, everything looks like Olaf. Oh, that's funny, because he's a snowman, and everything is snow, you stupid ass duck.
But wouldn't it? But in between all of that, didn't you go and run around and start doing the fighting with the Keyblade and stuff?
Okay.
And then Kingdom Hearts 3 basically built, like, they got all my letters and they were like, Max is an ADHD kid. He just needs, like, just a button that you press and all the colors on the screen go crazy.
And yes, you are absolutely right. That is the one semi-saving grace of this game. Until you play it for 5 hours and you realize, oh shit, this is not fun. It looks fun. It looks colorful. It's bright. At one point, a giant fucking stuffed animal burst into a bunch of other stuffed animals, and you're like, "Oh shit! That will cure your ADHD."
You know what it is?
What?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is a big old cake with too much icing,
Too much
ganache.
Too much ganache.
And if you eat it all at once, you're going to feel a little bit sick. But
know
if
what?
you meter it out over time, like a nice dessert.
Well,
the combat is so weak, I don't even believe you'll get fucking sick. I will believe you eat all the cake and
But
sprinkles,
you sound
and you'll
like
be
you're
fine
sick right now.
Sorry. And that was the part that I was like, surely, like, I couldn't believe because, like, I played a little bit of it, and you can hit someone with a fucking Disney ride, and I was like, Tori must love
Chad,
this shit.
One of the main problems of this fucking game is every 2 feet they put you in a mini game that just completely destroys the gameplay. The attraction rides, yes, they're cool, but that shit start getting annoying because it stops the combat for a goddamn mini game. And it just kills everything on the screen, so you're just like, oh, okay.
Do
well,
you
I
or
guess
do
I
you
did
not
it.
choose when you initiate the minigame? So isn't it on you if you're playing them too much?
Why wouldn't you do it? It kills everything on the screen.
Why don't you just choose the hard work of manually clearing all of those enemies?
Manually hitting X that clears out. It is Dynasty Warriors Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, God.
That is what it is. It is Dynasty Warriors
All of them
Kingdom
are
Hearts.
like that.
No, they're not. Critical Mode Kingdom Hearts 2 was definitely super challenging. If you miss one reaction command, your whole fucking game is gone, and I couldn't afford a memory card, so I got fucked. I got fucked. In this game, Baymax doesn't even fucking do anything. He's supposed to help you. He's your healthcare.
You fly on him.
And do what, Jab?
You fly.
You
Fly.
You fly.
It's fun.
That is what he doesn't do shit else.
Can you fly in real life? Well, then you just had an experience.
All right. Also, no, real quick before you move on, you can't compare the difficulty of PS2 Kingdom Hearts to the current one because it was more difficult because you were poor because you couldn't save.
No. You're absolutely right. There is like virtually you do not feel any gratification or any reward for winning any fight in this game because they're all stupid ass easy. Like I've never
Didn't you
entered
just
a fight.
wait? Didn't you just say that it was too difficult? That's why you kept initiating the mini games to clear all the enemies?
No, because I like the colors. He's right. I like the colors. I like the
right.
cake, but that's dumb that I have to go through that. It's a problem because they got a skip button, so you can skip like the intro cutscene to the super
You
move.
can even go into options and remove the cutscene intros entirely.
But you have to sit on the merry-go. You have to sit on the merry-go-round and hit a quick time event, like, and then match some circles, and that's that's combat in this game. It's fucking dumb. You on a merry-go-round. Anyway,
It's also made for kids.
yes. You're right, Chad.
By
this
kids.
is made for kids by kids. Here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. There are so many awesome action RPGs that have come out in the years since the last game, and my problem is that this combat feels dated. It's flashy. It is a cake. It
It's a
might make you
PlayStation
sick.
2 game that's
It
been
is-
upgraded.
It is a PlayStation 2 game through and through, and that kind of pisses me off because after all this time, and you'll be a damn fool if you think it took them more than 10 years to make this game. This is 5 years max. Anyway, no pun intended.
Hey.
Like it's just super disappointing because it does look cool, but like while I'm playing it and I'm looking, the thing that fucks me up the most is I'm looking at all this cool shit and I'm bored. I am bored. Like, I am super bored with all this flashy shit with Baymax just fucking standing there and saying, I'm Baymax, and doing all this crazy stuff. Why am I so bored? Why am I falling asleep?
I can explain this to you
Okay,
perfectly.
please explain that to me.
I can explain it to you perfectly. Because, Torian, this has always been exactly the same as it was. The difference is that now you're older. And you don't have that same joy and spark and joie de vivre, and you are basically playing something that is almost exactly what you would have asked for if it had come out the year after Kingdom Hearts 2 happened. Kingdom Hearts 3, if that had come out right then, you would have been like, oh, fuck. And
You're right.
you know what? We're all getting older, and we're all trying to make sense of why we've stuck with it this long. And if it's not good, then that means all of the waiting was for nothing.
Here's
And so you know what? It's gotta be good. Because otherwise there's just the void. That's it.
And it's a void. It's not okay. So and it's not that like. Here's the problem with that though. I totally get you right.
Man, I thought you had him there. I thought.
No. I get you. You're right. Like back in high school, this was great. The game was cool. This was some cool shit. I am older. The same shit doesn't work, but new shit has come out that's super exciting and makes me feel similar to how I felt when my excitement was with it. Let's go on to the story real quick. All right, let's just hit a few character beats.
Actually, real quick before you do that, what's up, man?
Well, two things. One, you feel like the series didn't age with you.
It just didn't age at all.
Okay. Two, Smoke in the chat has been asking, did you use magic? Did you use a magic build?
Why?
I don't know what that
What
means,
magic? Okay.
but-
Why wouldn't you use the magic? It literally kills everything instantly.
No, not the quick time events, like the actual just like
Yes.
fire and
yes.
all that. Yeah.
Yes. It's super broken.
Okay, it sounds like, based on what's been talked about
Super
in the chat,
broken.
some of the
Fire,
complaints
water.
could be
You
easily
get the quick
avoided
time
with
of
the
it.
magic.
Bam. Everything's dead.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So saying don't use magic? Oh, I just wanted to drop a bomb in this conversation and just it's how do you feel about gummy ships?
Go. Oh my fucking. How do you feel about gummy ships?
I made a gigantic penis that had hearts all over
cool.
it with a little dog sitting on top of it. It was rad as hell.
That's
I
great.
was flying through space in my penis ship with a little
you
dog
know,
on it,
and
shooting random shit.
That's super
Max
cool.
told
And
me
you
the other
know
day,
what?
He's like, I made the gayest gummy ship.
Yeah.
No.
you know what?
And I appreciate that.
And you know what? I did it. I lived my truth. I lived my life. I'm exploring, finding weird little stupid things to shoot at. I like it. They fixed it.
They did.
They
They did
fixed
not
it.
fix it. They doubled down on a problem. That's what they did.
What was that problem?
No one in the kingdom. Any of you diehard, whatever camera I'm supposed to look at, any of you diehard Kingdom Hearts fan, besides making a crude or lovely gummy ship of your choosing or whatever, beyond that point, you don't give a shit about the gummy ships.
It's a
problem.
Like a bullet hell minigame.
And then
Why would you-
they double down on it when you shoot in a gummy ship. How the fuck do you know if you hit something? There's no audio, there's no visual, there's
They
no
explode.
feedback. Yes. You literally just hold the button until something explodes.
There's upgrades where you can do the HP gauges on the things.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway.
Sounds like you didn't spend that much time with it.
No, I didn't, because it was stupid. So let's get to some characters. Let's get to some characters. Who are the shit characters in this story? In this game? Who are the shit characters? Don't tell me who are the good characters because that's very questionable. Tell me who are the shit characters. Who are the bad characters?
The shit characters
Like,
are
do you
not
mean like
questionable?
evil, or do you mean like just like you didn't like
They're
them?
just bad characters. In your opinion. In your lovely opinion.
I mean, okay. If
Everyone
I'm
that-
watching an Oscar film with like
Okay.
a beautiful, performance by somebody in it, then like I'm gonna be like, oh well, I don't know if this person did that well. With Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, I've watched 3 hours of recap to make myself understand this game, and even then, only tenuously. So like,
you're even more confused than you thought you were.
So like, when it comes to like which characters do you like, which characters do you hate, it's like, to me, it's like watching a weird like LSD anime of my childhood mixed with Disney for some reason, and Final Fantasy, and so for that reason,
not even in this game. They're not even there.
Wouldn't it be great though if Kingdom Hearts 4 was all in Final Fantasy World? And
That would be pretty sick,
Disney?
actually. I would be all for that.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, I'll give you my.
Are you gonna buy Kingdom Hearts 4?
I'll limit it to 3. I'll limit it to 3 characters just to kind of keep this going. 1, Aqua. What the fuck happened to her?
Did you play a fragmentary passage?
That's the title of a game.
Birth by Sleep.
Yes!
Fragmentary.
No. Yes! Because
fragmentary
I
passage.
played Birth by Sleep on my PSP because I also watched Advent Children on in Spider-Man. When you bought the PSP, you got
Yeah, you got
Spider-Man
those
movie with it.
UMDs.
You got the UMD. I had a
that. I
Linkin
got
Park
that.
UMD.
So
For
what's
some
the
reason,
answer
the
in this
Linkin
game?
Park concert was on UMD on the PSP. I had all that shit. All right? So I played Birth by Sleep. And she was
Fragmentary-
a badass.
Yeah, and in 2.8 final chapter prologue, a fragmentary passage, Birth by Sleep, is a game that explains how Aqua got lost.
Oh, she got lost.
Yeah.
Oh, the literal Keyblade Master got lost. Do you know what you can do with a Keyblade, Max? You can just unlock any fucking thing and go anywhere, whatever. She got lost.
It's only for unlocking hearts.
Get the fuck out of here. Literally, he opened doors in skies.
No,
Get out of
He
here.
doesn't open chests. He just hits it.
A door, not a chest. But yes, he doesn't open chests either. You're right, Chad.
Yeah.
See, you're keeping up. Anyway, Aqua becomes from being a badass. I love like women, female protagonists in games, right? I'm tired of seeing the
Women, female protagonists.
Women, female.
Oh my god. I'm tired of seeing the Space Marine guy, the fuzzy grill, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing women in video games. They're strong. That's like, Samus is cool. You know what I'm saying? 2B, A2, those they're cool
Yeah.
or whatever. Aqua's cool until she gets washed. She gets washed by the darkness.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be stronger than all of them, and she gets washed by the Sora whack ass didn't even get washed by the darkness, and he's not even a Keyblade Master.
He did. He got defeated so many times.
No,
and
no. He killed himself.
All right.
He killed himself and then got into darkness. How is it? What? Anyway, so Aqua shows up, right? And she's like, I got lost to the darkness. And then she fights Riku, who they just threw away, didn't do shit with Riku. He's arguably much better than Sora. They just threw him away in this whole 25-hour game. Anyway, shows up, fights Riku, watches Riku. Sora washes her, just beats her, or whatever, and they make it a point that Sora has no powers now, but he's just able to beat everyone. Whatever. Aqua's good again. She goes to wake up Ventus, right, after 10 years. After 10 years, Ben, I haven't seen you. We were friends. We had a whole game together. What do I say to you when you wake up after 10 years in this cathedral and it's all cool or whatever? What do I say to you, Ben? You wake up.
There's 10 years between these games.
Yes. You wake up.
Why does Sora still look like he's 5?
Because he was in a time chamber, he went to sleep and all this other bullshit. Anyway,
He's in a coma.
So anyway,
Yeah.
when I go to you, Ben, it's been 10 years. We had a crazy adventure. You got frozen. You almost got killed, but I saved you by putting you to sleep. And when I meet you, Ben, after these 10 years, what do I say to you?
I mean, obviously, you make out.
Nope. I say
Dumb joke.
2 seconds.
Dumb joke.
Good morning, Ben. And then what Ben says? Good morning, Aqua.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking dumb. So then Aqua, before that though, right? A guy shows up and say, hey, Aqua, I want to fight you. And then Sora's like, nah, Aqua, we gonna help you. We gonna kill you. And she's like, nah, I don't need your help. Because I'm a strong female protagonist in this world or whatever, right?
Female woman
gets
protagonist.
washed.
Woman, female,
gets washed. Gets beat, and then needs to be saved. All right? Let's move on to the next character, right? Kyrie. Kyrie is the worst character in this fucking series. You know why? Because she does nothing. She becomes nothing. She learns nothing. She's been saved these entire 20 games. From a kid, Aqua had to fucking save her. Then Sora had to fucking save her. And then Riku had to fucking save her. And then the fucking wizard from Disney sent her to train off screen You don't even fucking see that shit, right? You don't even see that, right? You don't even see her train. She's training with Axel in the forest or some dumb shit or whatever. Side note, Axel gets a Keyblade, and then Zehor shows up and stops his Keyblade. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This ain't a Keyblade. And then he just breaks this shit, get rid of Axel. Back to Kairi, right? After all of this, Kairi gets a Keyblade, right? Kairi does fucking nothing. She gets washed immediately. And then during like the last battle or whatever, Xehanort shows up and it's like, hey, Sora, you need some motivation. This motherfucker summons Kairi. And kills her. Like, off jump, kills her. And she's just gone. The most useless fucking character in this inside, the most useless female in any fucking game. Kairi is the worst fucking like character in any fucking game. She's no character growth. She doesn't learn nothing. She doesn't do shit. She doesn't contribute to the story. And then at the end of the game, this motherfucker gets killed. She shows up at the end of the game with Sora, and Sora disappears. What the fuck is that? How is that fair? And then he does the same shit he always do. Hey guys, I gotta leave to do what? You guessed it. Go fucking save Kairi. Fuck this girl. Like I'm so sick of Kairi. They need to take her ass out this goddamn series. Fuck Kairi. Like I'm so sick of Kairi. Everybody putting their ships up. They got all their fan art. Fuck her. He killed her ass. She needs to stay dead.
I feel like this is therapy for Torian.
I mean,
it's like verbally hitting a pillow.
Because they can like
I don't even say I disagreed about Kairi. She's been sitting there. Kairi is every girl that I dated in high school. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be together, but I've really got to go.
Right.
And I'll see you later. But like,
Yeah.
think about me. I'll probably come and save you.
They could have spent as much time as they spent on Kairi, who trains off screen for just to get killed. Fucking dumb. Anyway, they could have like made Riku cooler. They didn't do enough for Riku. Mickey Mouse is always out of place. I don't know. I'm so fucking sick of. I'm so fucking sick of. Back to Max's earlier point where he tries to fucking explain the villain's motivations and all this other shit, and it just makes you more. I was playing with someone just watching this shit, and I know about Kingdom Hearts, and I was playing with someone, and we were watching Mickey explain that shit to Riku, and her, Riku all had the same fucking response. We was like, what? Like what are you talking about, you stupid ass mouse? Whatever.
We were watching the cutscene because we played it on Game Time, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, there's so many contextual proper nouns in this thing that I don't know what they mean. Like, it just kept going, and like, the blankety blank with the thing in the darkness inside the heart piece and the crystal blah, and I'm just like, holy shit, like that was just like one thing that Mickey said.
If you go to the punch yourself in the nut store and you get punched in the nuts, you can't be angry.
No.
You bought it.
No.
You went to the store, you bought, punch me in the nuts.
Nope.
It was always
You know
this,
why? Because
and
they were not average. They covered the name up to the store. They're like, no, this is not punch you.
It's literally called Kingdom Hearts 3.
So
Man.
it's Punch You in the Nut Store 3. What made you think that version 3 would be different
What
from
made
1
me
and
think
2?
is that this store has been here for 10 years, and I would think they got new management and do something a little different. But no, the same ass old grizzled couple still runs this goddamn store and fucking killed Kairi.
Did they hang up a sign that said under new management? No. It's just the third Nut Punch store.
This is I don't even know shit about Kingdom Hearts, and this is the same game that I have just learned has a weapon in a previous game that is literally
No, that's
designed,
in this game. That's the final
that's
weapon.
This one, yeah.
It said Birth by Sleep on the wiki.
It's also
but
in
it's
Birth by
literally
Sleep.
designed to be like this.
Yep.
This is how you wield
with a
the
sword
weapon.
in the middle.
With the sword in the middle.
Yeah, but you don't even hold the handles.
Because it's for unlocking Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
fucking-
you know, it's a
it's
fucking
fucking-
sword as well. You
it's-
fight with it.
Look at the distance you cover,
it's
man.
fucking dumb.
The fact that this is a weapon
you came
in a
into
previous
this game, right? Let's just say you don't know
I don't
shit
know
about
if-
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Let's say you don't know shit about Kingdom Hearts. This is your entry into the fucking game.
Just resigned yourself that this is their fight.
You don't know shit about
I
Kingdom
don't even.
Hearts.
I can't even keep up. You know what? I've got one question. Do you like Star Wars?
It's okay.
Oh no.
I'm about to make 0 friends. Space samurais fighting mean thoughts in the form of replicated armies, and all they have to do is believe in themselves. Congratulations.
Oh no,
That's Star Wars.
That's why
That's all of
you're
of these fantasy stories
That's pretty
that are
much right.
for
You're
kids.
absolutely right. That is why I can't get into Star Wars like everyone else does.
Kingdom Hearts is exactly
because
the same.
it's like the same shit. It's the
same thing.
We're on the
just
same.
with more
I think
colors
Star Wars is
We're-
very
we're on the
and anime.
streamlined
We're on
in
the same page. I can't get into Star Wars because it's the same shit and no one else sees it. Anyway, no one else. All you Star Wars, that's the same shit. Anyway, so
We're losing.
What are you talking about?
Thanks for joining us on the last ever Death Battle cast. It's been real fun.
Cancel it.
If you go into Kingdom Hearts, like I just bought a PlayStation 4, I want to play some Disney and some Final Fantasy shit, even though it doesn't got Final Fantasy shit in there, but the Final Fantasy company made the shit. Anyway, how do I feel playing this game? Well, every time you go to a world with Disney in it, let's just say Monsters Inc., the bad guy shows up and say, "Ha, your haircut looks fucking stupid. Someone's a monster," and then disappears. This is every fucking one. Even at one point, Sora's like, "Ah, you're here to spout some bullshit," and then leave. And then he's like, "Yep, that's what I'm here to do." And he just leaves. The villains are piss poor bullshit. Like, you can play God of War, the most recent one, without playing the other ones, even though it's technically the same story, and you'll be great. Because it's a cohesive story and it all makes fucking
It's a
sense.
completely different story than the other God of Wars.
No, it isn't.
He's not.
It's the same guy.
PS2. He's not. He's not
same guy.
raising a
It's the- no, no,
child.
no. It's the same guy.
All right, wait.
It's the same
We're
guy.
not going to jump into a
and
God
he-
of War argument either.
It's the same
already
guy.
running over time.
And his problem is he can't let go of the past, and they bring up all that shit. Anyway, so if you're playing Kingdom Hearts, you get to the last part of the game, they throw all the fucking Kingdom Hearts lore, and even some shit you've never seen before, at you. Motherfuckers just show up and was like, "Ah, I saved you." Who the fuck is this? Like, I've played 20 games. I've never seen this fucking person before in my life. What? And then he just
So they
leaves.
can't introduce a new character?
They show a new character. They don't introduce him. He just shows up and was like, "Ah, I saved you, motherfuckers," and then just left.
I have a feeling he's in one of the games.
He is not in one of the
Who are you
games.
It
talking
was
about?
also a.
They don't say his name. They don't do nothing. He just shows up. He looks at Sora like, "Ah, I saved your bitch ass," and he was like, "Thank you," and then he just left.
Is he in the weird doesn't make sense fraction game?
No, there was also a Japanese mobile game that did not come out in America yet
Jesus
that
Christ.
has canon. That is important for Kingdom Hearts 3. You can watch a YouTube video about it. I did.
I'm level 50 in the fucking mobile game, the rechain connected chains or whatever on my little phone or whatever.
Yes,
Like,
he's been playing.
I'm-
He's been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 Chains.
Cali Chad, everybody.
No.
Listen, you go into this game the first time. Look, man, the combat is gonna get you, right? You're gonna be playing it. I'm having fun or whatever. But like, it's such an incomprehensible mess. I would recommend you skip all the cutscenes. You're not missing shit. You're not missing not a damn thing. If you skip every cutscene in this game and just played the game, would you miss anything? Would you care? Would you be
Yeah, because that's why I play it.
I do not.
I want to follow that silly, convoluted story.
It's like
I don't
bullshit.
have that many things that I'm like, well, I like this and it's very confusing and it could be better, but this is always what it's gonna be. So I'm like, well,
That doesn't
I'm
make
gonna,
it good though.
I've dedicated apparently all of this time to watching it. So now I'm gonna learn more about it for no fucking reason except that I just decided I would.
Do you feel obligated?
Yeah,
Or-
that's what I'm saying. Like,
No.
it sounds
Or
like
are
you're
you
like,
Well, hang on. Do you feel obligated, or are you actually invested in this?
I would say it passes the time.
oh shit, that's worse than anything I've said. That's worse than anything. I'm actually invested. I'm invested in it. I'm invested in Kyrie. Turns out she's fucking useless.
Okay, we got that. Yeah. So it turns out it was option C, Ben. You didn't see that coming.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I was a child once.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
exactly how I
enjoy this. And you know what? I've learned so much. It's like it becomes one of those things where I'm like, oh man, I really wanted that big, gigantic, here's your prize for doing this. But I was like, no, it's kind of always going to be this, huh? And I was
you
like,
always-
sure,
it's always
fine.
gonna be this,
I don't
but
need
in-
it to be anything
but
else.
in 60
It's
frames
good.
per second.
You want to solve
it.
it. That's what you are. You're like going through getting all the so finally like you get that last piece. You're like, I get it. I understand it all.
Well,
now.
I think that was the original thing, but we've been down this road so long that it's just kind of like,
fuck it.
sure.
I mean,
Fine.
even
Well,
when
I'm okay.
even when you cut all that out and you're like, oh man, the gameplay cool. it's cool, but it's boring. How the fuck do you do that? Like, how do you make something that's like cool? And I guess Star Wars is cool and boring. But
Jesus Christ.
You want me to jump into this?
Yes.
lightsabers are cool.
No,
but that
only
whole
got, like,
opera
we got
shit
10
is
minutes
boring.
left, and we still have a community death battle to get to. So I'm just gonna kind of lead into the end of this.
General
Max,
Grievous, he's
Max,
cool, but he fucking sucks.
No, we're not going.
We don't need to go to Grievous.
No.
That'll be the sequel to this. We'll do the sequel at some point where we talk
Someone was
about
like,
Star
we
Wars.
gave him 4 lightsabers,
Max,
but he still
yeah.
fucking sucks.
Hey, you had a whole document of arguments.
Yeah.
is there anything in there that you
Let
wanted
me
to get
see.
to
I think
that we didn't talk about, or
I
that
think-
Torian didn't talk about?
Also, while
Everything in
you're
his document.
while you're looking that up, I want to bring Blaine on and have Blaine argue against Torian for Star Wars.
no.
I think that could be the most
and
pissed
I
off I've
will
ever
watch.
seen
I
Blaine.
will watch every single movie to prepare for that.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
would-
Shit. Blaine,
Done.
come on.
I
let's
would
do this.
totally do
Oh yeah,
that.
he'll do it.
I guess the only thing that I didn't say is that so Organization 13 in the game and Xehanort wants to create a world of balance between light and dark. Mickey only wants the light and wants to extinguish the darkness. So actually Mickey's the villain because if there's only light, then there's nothing bad, and that's kind of creepy and weird.
That's true. That's
you're
what.
really
that's,
on this Mickey.
No, no.
I'm really on it.
No,
and
he's
Sora
on-
has been manipulated, borderline
You're-
non-consensually,
you're right.
because he's been in a coma for however many years with people uploading stuff into
You're
him.
onto something because that's what Xehanort.
Not like that.
That's what
Wait,
Xehanort
wait,
says at the end
wait.
of the game. He's like, I was trying to balance the shit out.
Yeah.
While Mickey's over here trying to fuck shit up. That's why he doesn't fucking belong in anything because he's over here fucking shit up. And
So-
Sora.
So Mickey is Hitler.
you've beaten the game.
Yes.
Does it seem like there's going to be a Kingdom Hearts 4?
Oh, fucking for sure.
They've already said
Like it just never
they
fucking
already
ends.
said-
Yeah, they said it was going to
I
be the end of it, and then they were like,
Never
JK.
fuck- You know, everyone posting the picture with Aqua and Terra kissing, whatever. Man, I'm so fucking done with Aqua. You so washed. You just.
Well, in 39
Whack.
years, when Kingdom Hearts 6 comes out, we can have this conversation again.
She was the master, gets beat, gets saved, and now she has a boyfriend. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You'll hear that with Bayonetta. Bayonetta beating everybody ass.
These are the way Torian's arguments go. And that's why Bayonetta is better than Aqua, his starting argument.
She is better than
There
Aqua.
we go. All right, and that's the conclusion that we've all
The
come
fucking
to.
robot
at the
to
end of
be
this.
in here is better than Aqua.
Is
Hey.
Kingdom Hearts better, or is Kingdom Hearts 3 a good game? Well, Bayonetta is better than Aqua. The end. All right.
So, and if, maybe we'll have to rekindle this argument at RTX.
Oh, God.
Which, by the way, RTX is coming up. I'm going to pull this out so I make sure I get all the info right. But if you don't know what it is, it's the Rooster Teeth Convention, Rooster Teeth Expo. We're always there. We're always hanging out. And one of our favorite things is getting to hang out with you guys. So if you're looking for a really awesome trip, you should definitely plan on coming out here. It's July 5th through 7th at the Austin Convention Center. So make sure you guys head to rtxaustin.com right now and pick up weekend passes for you and your friends. You can come hang out with us and the greatest community on the planet. That's honestly like one of my favorite things about RTX is like just getting to be on the floor, getting to meet a ton of the community and hanging out. Like I always try and go and find like the arcades and we just like maybe grab some drinks and play some video games and just like create some chaos. I know we're gonna have a panel. At the very least, we'll have a death battle panel. I'm sure there's gonna be some other stuff. It's gonna be a really, really fun time. So if you've been like thinking like, man, I really want to take a vacation this year. I want to do something fun. Head to rtx.com and buy your tickets there. July 5th through 7th in Austin, Texas. Come say hi.
All right. Well, after all that, I'm sure we'll have a sequel at some point. But
Maybe we'll do a panel.
I think that'd
oh
be
my
fun
God.
actually.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts battle?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all about
Get
it.
ready for
We'll
that.
get Issa on too. And then
Fucking
we'll,
all of
Oh, no.
I'll put you on one side.
She'll just cry.
Oh no.
You don't want to see it. She'll do it.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens in the future, but I'm sure this is not over yet. All right, it's time for the community death battle. As always, we come up with a matchup here, and we toss it over to you guys to let us know who you think wins using hashtag DeathBattleCast on Twitter. And this week's battle is Rush from Mega Man, because of the upcoming Battle Royale, versus the Blade Wolf
Ooh.
from Metal Gear Rising.
I love the Blade Wolf. He's so cool.
So, I
And we
figured
know
you might have
Torian's
something to
verdict.
say about that. Torian, since you are our Metal Gear Rising expert, and Max, of course, now you are our Mega Man expert, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
definitely.
About it, yeah.
MegaManTon.com or
Exactly.
something like that. Right?
So we've got an answer from Jason Sith Zero for Rush. And he says, in Mega Man World 5, Rush took Mega Man across the solar system in minutes and aided in defeating Dr. Wily and Sunstar. Blade Wolf struggles to move at near light speed and gets one shot by Steven Armstrong. Blade Wolf gets rushed.
They like to work in the puns. They know they get chosen if they work in the puns.
All right, and then for the Blade Wolf, we've got an answer from Ryan Cumberton, who says, Blade Wolf takes this. He has 6 superheated spring-loaded knives, which sounds crazy, that function similarly to high-frequency blades when fired. He has a high-frequency chainsaw, claws, stealth camo, and can be mounted with a portable railgun system. He also matches Raiden in speed, who is at least hypersonic. All right, so we've got a robot dog straight out of like an 80s cartoon versus a super deadly metal-bladed wolf.
I'm really mad. I forgot we were doing this matchup because I really wanted to take the time to go through the Ruby Spears cartoon because I know there's some bullshit in there. There is some bullshit that Rush does or survives that like is just insane.
I was gonna say like I like Blade Wolf, like, and I think he's really cool and he's super deadly, but he's just cartoon physics, man. Like,
I like the Rush traveling across the soldiers. I just picture like Rush just going into rocket mode and just exploding the damn thing.
yeah, like.
I mean, Rush doesn't really fight all that often.
He bites.
He's more of an assist.
He attacks
character.
in the Ruby Spears cartoon. In the games, he's an assist.
But does he kill anything?
And he usually just does something dumb like bite Gutsman on the ass and, you know.
Yeah, see, Blade Wolf's like trying to kill you. Like, he is trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Blade Wolf is like
He's
a
made of
boss
knives.
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
Rush is never a boss, I don't believe.
But if Blade Wolf tries to spring on Rush, then Rush will just activate his spring and launch. Send him flying.
Yeah, cartoon bullshit. The cartoon bullshit.
And Rush can transform into the flying mode, the like space or submarine mode or whatever it is.
Ooh, can Blade Wolf survive underwater?
Probably.
I don't know.
The Metal Gears can.
Raiden can, but I don't know.
Well, Brandon's, I was going to say
Yeah.
a person, but you're right. He's got a lot
Not
of-
anymore.
And
I
Blade
don't
Wolf
know.
was rebuilt by the same people who rebuilt Raiden. So
Got it.
I don't
Probably
know.
waterproof.
Like, I'd say, like, Raiden can beat Blade Wolf, and if you just do, like, a weird scaling thing, can Raiden beat Mega Man? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That would be the biggest stretch of scaling ever.
Raiden in Metal Gear Rising, isn't that the one where there's that giant like spider thing that tries to attack him and he rips off the leg and uses it as a sword?
Yeah.
It's like a skyscraper.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy. I don't know. I feel like if Blade Wolf can keep up with Raiden, the speed thing might be a bit of an issue, but that's also traveling through space. It's like hyperspace travel kind
Yeah.
of deal. So I don't know. I think Blade Wolf might got this.
Blade Wolf might got
Might
this.
got this.
I think just the speed thing is weird, but just sheer combat, I think Blade Wolf got it.
I'm just.
I
gonna-
want to give it to the cartoon.
I'm
dog.
gonna say Rush. Just stick with it. Max.
Who do you think wins?
I wanted
Death Battle
the dog made out of knives.
Okay, that's Blade Wolf. That's fine.
Yeah.
At least I'm representing. I'll take the dog made out of knives. Well, when you say it like that, exactly, I lose confidence.
on top of that, at one point you play as Blade Wolf and you just have Raiden's sword in your mouth and you also use that.
What? Oh, right. He can wield a katana. Yeah.
Shit, Rush is fucked. But hey, I'm sticking true.
All right. Let's bring up the poll. See what you guys had to say.
Yeah.
Oh, Blade Wolf actually
damn
won.
it.
Wow.
Nice dog.
Knives dog wins.
I'll take the dog made of knives.
Okay. Gerardo, do we have a new Death Battle cast setup? I don't see it on here.
What?
Or, sorry, a new community
I was
Death
like,
Battle. What was the next one going to be?
cool.
Oh, that one.
Shit,
Ah, yes! Yes!
dude.
This looks like a good place to find some ingredients, Max!
I will say that Daffy does not have any damn magic.
He doesn't,
That's
but he's
very
been
true.
shot in the face point blank with a shotgun in his beak. Just goes around to the
Yeah,
other side.
well, what about fire?
Yeah. Fire. Yeah.
Donald Duck is a maid.
Yeah. Using, like, spoiler, flare magic.
Well, we'll find out who wins between Daffy and Donald on next week's Death Battle Cast. You can use the hashtag Death Battle Cast on Twitter to let us know who you think should win and why. And yeah, we will be taking
This one's gonna be nuts.
all cannons, cartoons, comics,
Jam.
Space Jam movie,
That will factor in a lot.
video games, whatnot, whatever you want to use as your argument,
Dude.
we'll take it.
This is gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be.
We've talked about Looney Tunes, man. Like it's ultimate.
It's gonna
cartoon
be
physics.
Yeah.
a quacky battle.
God damn it! End the show.